competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Let us go Bucks.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Low.
On the double. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Watch it. Get it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second.
Up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Get off my stream. Why you keep killing stream for a second or two though, seems shady to me. Emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy
with an
tears.
extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Here's Miller operating from the gun. This is Johnson.
Yes,
He's got it.
cute.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
On the ready.
So from Buccaneer territory
What
now,
up,
it's
JAX?
first and 10, right at the 40.
Off limits to you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach.
Just here to mess with TG.
Lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Check pass. Check pass.
Ready. Now Miller looking to throw on second down. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise,
I want to hear the soothing voice.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
LOL.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there.
Hells they let us go, Bucks. This ATL team is trash.
At the Falcons' 35-yard line.
Yeah. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Check.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Check.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Okay, Frank. Mike, 45. You remember me? You remember Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go. 8-3. I'm going to need some therapy after this. Score. 51 the mic. 51 the mic.
Jerk.
Okay, double up. 51 the mic.
Miller now to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
He might me out his over
shot as he
LOL.
tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Miller. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28.
Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
ATL team is booty.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Boy Packers is inquiring about your CB. Don't he know if he realizes it as week 1-0 though? Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day. All day. Mike.
From the gun, Miller. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Miller throwing on 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Cut his left. Cut his left. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Miller on 3rd and 2. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Miller from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Change Tucson. I got you.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Right back to him on first down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looking to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. As his guys are in for 6 as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Let's see what they have up their sleeve.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Switch, switch.
Tyler, 64, weak.
Tight go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Down. 18 Gator.
51.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Miller now, operating from the gun. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go. Here we go. 49, check 49.
On 2nd down, Benjamin. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returning it is Moore. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg.
Stick it to the man haste.
He might need a massage from the trainer.
It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 61 yards. Yeah, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Charlie!
Operating from the gun, Miller. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go away, Jax. Get your eyes checked, rapid FG1T between the posts.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. One play has them to the 37
Never kill, I am always around you, ha ha ha.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Goddamn, your robot struggles to read.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Benjamin, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. So many times.
It was manufactured Georgia wanted it. In Georgia blah blah blah.
Tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Hush MRP.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking crowd.
Topper!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Well, hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Throwing on 1st down. Miller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Miller from the gun, he'll throw. He finds his man Johnson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Miller. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A looming decision to make on the conversion. Down 7. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 4. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Set. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. There he goes, right side. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
On the set. Blue there, blue there.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. A good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. This quarterback now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. Looking to throw. Miller. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check nine. Watch the safety. On the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Here's Miller operating from the gun. That's complete to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense. 51. Hey, exit. 51. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 51's the mic.
Now Miller from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this one is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He gets away from one. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Set 18 Gator. Get it.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Hey. Way to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.